Dusk falls on San Felipe. The fishermen are home. But for the racers in the Baja, there is still a long way to go. Darkness sweeps across the Baja. Frank Vessels now works his way west, back toward the Pacific. Running in third place, well behind the leaders. Into the darkness, into the mountains, into the cold. Night falls like a mantle over Ensenada as well. The bright beam of a motorcycle headlamp is seen approaching the finish line. So early, only a small crowd has assembled as Bruce Ogilvie comes to the end of his ride. Just over 12 hours, the first Baja competitor is in. Miles south down the coast, Bob Gordon approaches the checkpoint at Santo Tomas, still the leader of the four-wheel vehicles. He and his co-rider, Gary Pace, have been fighting a difficult power steering system. At Ensenada, Dan Ashcraft and Bruce Ogilvie can relax. At Santo Tomas, the wait is for second place. At the checkpoint at Santo Tomas, the wait for second place continues, just 80 miles from the finish line. A four-wheeler appears. But it's not Mark McMillan as expected. Instead, it's his father, 58-year-old Corky McMillan. And just behind is Mark. This family has been dominant in the Baja in recent years. In 1981, they finished first, second, and third overall. But the wait continues for Frank Vessels. There is no sign of him, and the radio reports are uncertain. Back at the finish line in Ensenada, the checkered flag is ready for the first four-wheeler. Lights appear down the highway. Bob Gordon, with a final roar of the engine, crosses the line. 13 hours, 15 minutes, and 4 seconds after the run began. He's averaged nearly 52 miles an hour. The engine is finally shut down. Now Sam Posey is there.
Still fun, Gary? Huh?
Bob,
Still fun?
how was it for you over the last section there?
Terrible.
You look a mess. The thing is all muddy. It's hard to even see the car.
Goggles fogged up, and I had to run without any goggles for the last 100 miles. The mud was just terrible. I don't know how we made it in. It was terrible.
Because of the staggered start, Gordon must wait to see if he has won. In the meantime, back at the checkpoint at Santo Tomas, Frank Vessels suddenly has appeared. His machine has broken down, and he's hitched a ride into town. But the breakdown, was it driver error or mechanical?
No, it wasn't a mistake. I was just driving down the road and just kind of made a real slight left turn there, and the thing just fell off. The wheel and spindle just fell off, and of course we went for a ride after that. The wheel and spindle went up through the trees. But it's just too bad. I feel bad for the crew and everybody. We really had it going today. It's just one of them things, you know.
And what about his co-driver, Jack Arute?
My rookie co-driver did a wonderful job. He was relaxed. He didn't get sick. He really did a good job.
Jack Arute started the Baja as a reporter doing a first-person story, but soon felt the pull of this giant race and finished as a competitor.
This race started out for me as simply a chance to see the Baja 1000 from the closest of all vantage points. But by the end of the day, I'd ridden an emotional roller coaster that took me from the excitement connected with winning right down to the disappointment of not finishing. I was afraid at first, but once the race started, I was a competitor, wanting only to win. Didn't matter if I was being battered and bounced around in the truck. In fact, near the end, I began to not even think about that aspect because I was focusing on the fact that I could win this thing. And then it was over. We were out. We'd lost, and there was nothing that I could do about it. You know, it's odd in many ways because that losing makes going back to the Baja very important for me. You see, I think the Baja owes me one.
Back at the finish line, Bob Gordon has most assuredly won his class. But in order to be the first overall four-wheel vehicle, he must wait 17 minutes. The interval that Mark McMillan started behind him in the staggered start. Bob Gordon waits and watches.
How much more time?
30 seconds.
Thank you.
I never seen a clock run so slow in my life. There's no light.
Harry, we're getting closer for you. Getting the company now. Getting closer.
We're not gonna get beat by no 5 seconds. 1,000 miles, would we?
Boy, my
15 seconds.
I think we got it, Bobby.
10, 9, 8,
We got it.
7,
We got it.
6,
Nobody
5,
in
4,
All right.
3, 2, 0.
As the moon rises and the night desert cold chills the Baja, good food, friendship, and music warm the winners. But still, far away in the night, others struggle on, as they will well into the next day. The McMillans would cross the finish line together. Mark McMillan would win his class. 314 began this odyssey. One by one, 134 fell away. 180 completed the run. For some, like Australian Jeff David, it would take nearly 30 hours, 17 hours behind the winners. But winning is, after all, not the only victory. The roar of the engine dies in the wind. The struggles of man, for now, are finished. The sun rises on the Baja, and the Baja remains as it has through the millennia, unaware of the passage of man.